The lights don't just flicker, they vanish. Suddenly you're swallowed by darkness so thick it feels like the opening scene of a zombie apocalypse. No Wi-Fi, no Netflix, no endless TikTok scroll, just you, your questionable survival skills, and that one coffee table waiting to smash your shin for the 100th time. Fun, right? Now your brain probably jumps into overdrive. Do you light a bunch of candles like you're hosting a seance? Do you drain your phone battery scrolling until it dies a slow, painful death? Or maybe you're the flip the light switch 400 times and hope for a miracle type. Let me save you the suspense. None of those ideas are going to help you. In fact, they'll only make things worse. See, power outages aren't just inconvenient, they're unpredictable, frustrating, and packed with traps that can turn a bad night into a full-blown disaster. Every time the lights go out, people make the same embarrassing, sometimes deadly mistakes, and trust me, you don't want to be one of them. So here's the deal. If you want to keep your food safe, protect your electronics, and avoid burning your house down, stick with me. I'm about to reveal the 3 dumbest mistakes people make when the power cuts out, and how to dodge them like a pro. Let's kick it off with mistake number 1, and it's a big one. Turning your home into a fire hazard. The power goes out and panic sets in. Most people's genius backup plan: light up candles like it's medieval times. Or worse, drag out a generator and run it in all the wrong places. Sounds harmless? It's not. One wrong move, and you've just traded a blackout for a full-blown emergency. Take candles for example. They seem cozy for about 5 seconds until someone bumps the table, and boom, you're not just in the dark anymore, you're standing in front of a house fire. This isn't some rare freak accident either. During the massive Northeast blackout of 2003, New York City alone reported over 60 major fires in a single night, 10 times the usual number, all thanks to candles. And then there are the brilliant folks who take it a step further, dragging charcoal grills or gas generators indoors. Why? Who knows? Maybe they like living dangerously. But let me spell it out. This is more than just a bad idea, it's a lethal one. Generators and grills release carbon monoxide, an invisible odorless gas that kills silently. When the Texas freeze hit in 2021, millions were left in the cold. Desperate families tried to warm up with grills, cars, and generators indoors. 19 people didn't survive, not from the cold itself, but from the fumes. And after Hurricane Laura slammed Louisiana, most of the storm-related deaths weren't from flooding or wind, but from improper generator use. That's the scary truth. More people die from fumes and fire and blackouts than from the blackout itself. And mistake number 1 is how it starts. Here's the part nobody wants to think about: just how common and deadly carbon monoxide poisoning is during blackouts. The moment people drag grills or generators inside, thinking it's just for a little while, that invisible gas starts filling the air. And the terrifying thing, you won't see it, you won't smell it, you won't even know it's there, until it's too late. Now I get it. You're cold, you want light, you want your phone charged. Totally fair. But that doesn't mean you should risk burning down your house or turning your living room into a gas chamber. That's not survival, that's just setting yourself up to be tomorrow's headline. The solution? It's way simpler than people think. First, let's retire the candle obsession. Unless you're prepared to stand there all night holding one like some ghost from a Victorian novel, ditch them. Flashlights and LED lanterns exist for a reason. They're cheap, they're safe, and they actually let you walk around without worrying about burning your curtains. Now about generators. These things are lifesavers, but only if you use them properly. That means outside, away from doors and windows, and with the exhaust blowing away from your home, not sideways, not under the porch, away. Yes, it might mean stepping outside into the rain or cold to check on it, but let's be real, that minor discomfort is nothing compared to a hospital trip. And here's a pro move. If you want to get fancy, look into battery backup stations. Think of them as giant power banks for your house. No fumes, no noise, no constant babysitting. Take something like the Bluetti Apex 300. It's quiet, it won't stink up your place, and it can keep essentials like your fridge and Wi-Fi humming along without a hiccup. Sure, it's an investment, but it beats an emergency room visit or worse. So bottom line, don't be that person who thinks a candle-lit blackout is romantic, or that running a grill in the garage is fine just this once. Fires, fumes, flaming drapes, none of that screams survival. Stick with modern, safe solutions, and leave the medieval torch routine in the past where it belongs. And if you've made it this far without burning your house down, good job. But don't celebrate yet, because here comes mistake number 2, and it's one of the sneakiest ways people sabotage themselves. Picture this: the lights are out, you're bored, a little anxious, and suddenly that fridge in the corner looks like a treasure chest of midnight snacks. You creep over, yank the door open for just a second, and congratulations, you've just doomed your food supply. Every time you crack that fridge door, you're letting precious cold air escape while warm air rushes in. It might not feel like much in the moment, but trust me, it adds up fast. The USDA says a closed fridge can keep food safe for about 4 hours, and a packed freezer can hold its chill for up to 48 hours. But only if you keep your hands off. Treat it like a vault, not a vending machine. Think of it this way: your fridge is basically the Titanic. Once the iceberg of cold air starts melting, there's no saving what's inside. So don't stock it like it's your ex's Instagram. Know what you need, grab it quick, and slam that door shut. Otherwise, those snacks you couldn't resist, they'll end up spoiled and you'll regret it when the outage stretches longer than you thought. If you're serious about protecting your food during a blackout, here's a smart move. Grab the essentials: milk, deli meats, eggs, and toss them into a cooler packed with ice. That way you're not playing peekaboo with your fridge every 20 minutes and sabotaging the cold air inside. And while we're on fridge habits, let's bust one of the dumbest myths out there: that leaving the door open airs it out. No, Sharon, it's not airing out, it's warming up. That logic is about as useful as leaving your car windows down in a snowstorm. All you're doing is speeding up the spoilage. And while we're being blunt, your nose, not a bacteria detector. The sniff test is useless. Just because your chicken smells okay doesn't mean it's safe to eat. Dangerous bacteria don't always carry a warning smell. Here's the cold reality: if meat, dairy, fish, or eggs have been sitting above 40 degrees Fahrenheit for more than 4 hours, they're done. Toss them. Don't try to bargain your way into food poisoning because it still looks fine. Spoiled food in the middle of a blackout isn't dinner, it's a hospital trip waiting to happen. But food isn't the only resource people waste. Let's talk about your phone. The internet's down, boredom is clawing at you, and suddenly TikTok feels like oxygen. So you burn through your battery with endless scrolling or gaming, forgetting one crucial thing: that little device is your lifeline. You'll need it for emergency calls, updates, or directions, maybe even to reach help. Draining it on Candy Crush? That's not just careless, it's epically dumb. So be smart. Switch on low power mode, dim your screen, use it sparingly, for quick texts or essential updates only. And for the love of survival, resist the urge to binge watch. It's okay to be bored. Read a book, play cards, talk to your family. Yeah, remember them? They're in the dark too. That's the real lesson of mistake number 2, treating your limited resources like they're infinite. They're not. Protect your fridge, guard your food, save your battery like it's the last unicorn in a power outage apocalypse. Use what you've got wisely, or you'll be stuck with spoiled groceries and a dead screen. And just when you think you've made it through the worst, there's mistake number 3, the one that hits you when you least expect it. Picture this: the power's been out for hours, maybe even days. You've left every light switch, appliance, and gadget exactly as they were when the electricity blinked out. Then at 3 a.m., while you're fast asleep, the grid roars back to life. Suddenly your house lights up like a football stadium. The TV screams, the microwave beeps like it's having a meltdown, and your computer starts its reboot symphony. Oh, and remember that electric stove burner you forgot to switch off? Yeah, it's now heating up the pizza box you carelessly left sitting on top. Congratulations, you've just walked into what I call power surge pandemonium. When the grid goes down, most people assume everything is off. Wrong. Unless you flipped switches yourself, your house is full of devices just waiting to lunge back to life, and sometimes the chaos is just inconvenient. Other times it's catastrophic, and if the chaos of every device roaring back to life at once doesn't annoy you, the hidden dangers should. Think about it: appliances powering up all at the same time, circuits running full throttle, and those lovely voltage surges that can fry your electronics faster than you can say what smells like burning plastic. Without any safety measures, this isn't just inconvenient, it can be flat out dangerous. Sure, surge protectors exist for a reason, but here's the harsh truth: they're not miracle workers. A big surge can laugh in their face while frying your TV, bricking your gaming console, and turning your fancy smart fridge into a glorified storage cabinet, and that's only half the nightmare. The bigger threat? Forgotten heat sources. Imagine this: you're cooking, the power cuts out, and you walk away without switching the burner off. Hours later, the power snaps back. Now that burner is heating up the paper pile or pizza box you left sitting on top. Fire marshals have seen it again and again. Same with space heaters, irons, or curling irons. If they're still plugged in when the grid comes alive, they'll kick back on with zero supervision. Cue scorched carpets, burned furniture, or worse. Now maybe you're thinking, it's fine, I've got surge protectors. Nice try, but a massive surge doesn't care. They're great for little fluctuations, but a monster spike can wipe out your gear before you even know it. So what's the fix? Simple: the moment the power goes out, walk around your house and take control. Flip switches, unplug sensitive devices, shut off big appliances like ovens, dryers, or space heaters. It takes 2 minutes and can save you thousands of dollars, and maybe even your house. And here's a pro tip: don't leave yourself completely in the dark. Keep one small light on as a signal, so when power returns you'll know immediately, but you'll still be in control of what turns back on. And if you're running a generator the right way, outside, safely and properly connected, don't forget one more thing: shut it down when the grid returns. If you don't, electricity can backfeed into the grid, and that's not just bad for your house, it's deadly for the utility workers trying to restore power. Seriously, don't be that person. Bottom line, don't be clueless about what's still on when the lights go out. Think ahead. Avoiding this mistake means protecting your devices, sparing your circuits, and keeping your house from becoming an electrical circus at 3 a.m. It's an easy fix. Be proactive, flip those switches, and stay in control. Your gadgets, your appliances, and your sanity will thank you later. So there you have it, 3 of the dumbest, most dangerous mistakes people make during a blackout. Quick recap for the people who skip to the end. First, don't turn your house into a medieval disaster zone with candles and indoor grills, fires and carbon monoxide. Hard pass. Stick to safe lights and smart generator use. Second, stop raiding your fridge like it's a 7-Eleven. Keep it shut or say goodbye to your food stash. And third, don't let power surge pandemonium fry your gear, or worse, start a fire. Because when the lights go out, survival isn't about luck. It's about avoiding the dumb moves that make everything worse. Carbon monoxide poisoning, spoiled food, fried electronics. None of that is anyone's idea of fun during a blackout. And that's why you need to remember these 3 things. Don't turn your house into a fire trap with candles or grills. Don't treat your fridge like a 24/7 snack bar. And don't leave every light and appliance on like you're hosting a power surge festival. Unplug, shut down, and save yourself from a headache. Or worse, when the power finally roars back. Here's the truth: blackouts don't have to be total chaos. With a little prep and common sense, they're just a bump in the road. A couple of flashlights, a properly used generator, or even a sleek battery backup station can keep you comfortable and safe. Trust me, being the neighbor who's calmly eating ice cream while everyone else is panicking. That's a power move, pun very much intended. So if you picked up something useful today, or if you've ever made one of these mistakes and lived to tell the tale, hit that like button. Got your own blackout survival stories, or genius hacks? Drop them in the comments, I'd love to hear them. And don't forget to subscribe for more straight shooting tips that could save your gadgets, your groceries, and maybe even your life. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay smart, and stay lit, just not with actual fire. I'll see you in the next one.